Video start in 3, 2, 1. Intro start in 3, 2, 1. Now. Hey all, welcome to the great storm. I know, you have waited much too long. I'm a rising star. I'm here and fall like a storm. I run into the heat of day. And I'll fight till fight is won. In the rage, I'll say each and every one. Till this war is won. And never to rule with a sword slashing through the every inch of the power in you. Is that his hand? Then will I command my kingdom, and I of the wind. Hail, welcome to the end is near. I know, whether you fame and fear, ground to sky, face with you and I. In a flash, I'm gone, holding your crown high. In a ray, I'll save each and every one. Till this war is won, and left to rule with sword slashing through the every inch of the power in you. Understand, really will I command my kingdom. I'm the night of the wind, night of the wind, the night of the massive force, and all the power. You are like unbreakable, you're in the hour. Video start now. Oh, well, hello, my wonderful, beautiful broskies of the wonderful, beautiful Maverick Nation. I'm the Dark Shadow Maverick, and let us get the show on the road. I was thinking of the next video I'd be doing would be the '06 part of the Shadow thing, but now I'm not even sure I want to do that. I may just end it at part Shadow. Ugh. That's kind of gonna make me feel bad because '06 is such a guilty pleasure for me. And damn my OCD. Damn my OCD. Keeps on kicking in for some reason. Anyways. So now we got that out of the way. Well, I am sure that I want to continue. However, with so many what ifs focused around Carnage, I think you guys may think I'm oversaturating things. Like, give the other symbiotes a chance. Well, technically, in my Boruto what if, I've given every symbiote a chance. Yes, literally every symbiote. And then you got my freaking poison symbiote what if. Like, yeah, like, I've given several symbiotes a chance in that as well. I even killed off a symbiote. So technically, you guys can't say I'm oversaturating one symbiote because, you know, in two different what ifs, I've actually played around with like several different symbiotes. Though I do admit it is indeed. Maybe I'll do one where Venom and Carnage are both the focus, like, and it will just build up and continuing with more symbiotes added into the mix as we go on. I mean, that does indeed sound interesting. I mean, I've never really done that before. Usually I just, you know, either do it the Boruto what if way or the Rainbow Dash what if way. I either do it one or two different ways. So approaching it like that is indeed something I haven't done before. So by the way, Boruto and the Rainbow Dash thing, they're still going on. There's still what ifs that are going on. That's just, I haven't added any new parts yet because I have so much going on right now that it's hard to add new parts to older things. However, this, indeed, now that I think about it, this video, and maybe just because I mentioned the two of them, I should add new parts to those. And then something else that I decide needs another part. I know that you guys might find it weird that there's only 2 episodes of Ansatsu X, Daigaku, if that's exactly how it's pronounced. Anyways, yes, Ansatsu X Daigaku. There's only 2 episodes of that out. Well, I'm sorry, guys, but with this shoulder, it's gonna be really difficult to make videos of that. It's not like I don't have any ideas. I do have ideas, but freaking, it's just, oh boy, damn. The way my shoulder is, until it gets 100% better, I won't have faith in myself to make another episode. So, yeah, that's basically my reasoning for why, like, recently I haven't dabbled in that series. Ah, shit, damn it, my OCD! I guess we should just get into the thing here and now before I die of over OCD exposure. Anyways, if we're gonna do that, then that means, well, the next big arc is the Super Android 17 arc. So, yes, that's a thing. So, yeah, indeed. We would need a good segue into the arc. And no, it's not just going to be Trunks saying that Android 17 did it. It's going to be more of a segue than just that. Like an abrupt segue. We're going to have like a little bit of a build-up segue. Like some build-up to the epic moment. So, basically what I mean by an epic moment is, well, basically this is what if Pan had the Carnage Symbiote Part 2. Part 2 covering, since I want to go by arcs for this, Part 2 covering the Super Android 17 arc. So, that said and done, basically, I guess you could say that everyone else has kind of gotten used to Carnage being around as kind of like something of a mama's boy to Panzer command. Like, for some reason, he can't control this woman. Like, symbiotes usually have some control, or not if like, all the control over the body, like at any time they want to. But for some reason, he cannot control this woman. And it's almost like he doesn't want to. Even though his normal self would be all for, like, teaching her some, like, respect regarding her own symbiote. Pan has all that sass. So, kind of gets on Carnage's nerves. But, it's kind of that thing where it's kind of like, you got a man-child, and then you got a sassy mother. And guess who's the man-child, and guess who's the sassy mother? Well, seeing as Carnage acts more male than female, even though symbiotes don't have genders, I think Carnage would be the freaking, just child. I mean, he acts like one whenever he doesn't get his way. So, yeah, that's basically been building up all the way through the years. And people have just learned to accept it. Like, Carnage can't really be removed by any conventional means unless they want Pan to die and Carnage to die. Because literally, like, Carnage was removed one time by, like, Pan's, like, own choice words. And not only after that did, like, Carnage, he was, like, suffocating, but Pan felt really freaking cold all of a sudden. So, yeah. Pan doesn't want that to happen again. They would rather have Carnage inside of her. Thank you very much. And, well, the more that Carnage and Pan were able to get around, like, the different people, like the different Z fighters, the different people that Goku and everybody else knows. Like, even Majin Buu, like, originally Carnage thought Majin Buu was annoying. As a, like, just annoying little man-child. Pan's like, well, good. Now you know how everyone else sees you. Annoying little man-child. And Carnage is like, and Pan's like, you didn't let me finish. That's inside of me. Now you know how I feel. And Carnage is just like, what the hell did I do to you, woman? So basically, it would take some time, but eventually Carnage would get accustomed to, being around every single last one of them. Although there are some exceptions, like Vegeta. He really does not like Vegeta. I mean, Vegeta is a dick to him, so why would he like him? Yes, every time that, Carnage even pops his head out of, Pan's shoulder, yeah, Vegeta's, ready to blast him, and even insult him while doing so. Legit, is a dick to Carnage. So why would he be... It's just one of those things where Vegeta is digging his own grave. Besides, Carnage is like, your Vegeta reminds me of that other Vegeta. And Pan is like, well, you're making me think it too. Damn it, stop doing that. He may not be able to control her physically, but he can, mess with her mind and make her think what he's thinking. Because Pan's still a kid. She doesn't have that mental fortitude wall ability. And the other people that he ain't too, happy with, even though he knows that Chatsu can't really control it. But he is like, Shenhan, you are way too freaking serious. Freaking calm down for once in your damn life. I gotta get martial arts, yeah, yay, woohoo for you. But Jesus Christ, dude, chill pill. You ever heard of one of those? It's called the chill pill. So, yeah. Just thinks Tien is too freaking serious all the time. Just live a little, man. Yeah, Tien and Vegeta, he understands that Chiatsu, Mr. Tien is, his best friend, like no other. And, so he would follow him to the ends of the earth. Because, Mr. Tien is basically his best friend of all best friends. So Carnage can kind of understand why Chatsu would be so stuck to him like glue. And Carnage is just like, jeez, you have the weirdest family. That Ox King guy is kind of weirding me out too. He's always, dude, look, what the frick is his problem? I only don't mention it out loud because I know about what happened with your grandmother on that side and her mother. And Pan's like, well, at least you're considerate enough to not mention that because you know how it would affect him. And I do applaud you for that behavior. And Carnage is like, well, don't be surprised if I'm not all that, whatever. Shut up. You're making me feel weird. I should be making you feel weird, not the other way around. Ugh. I freaking hate this. Bleh. And Pan is like, he'll get used to it eventually. And so time would indeed go by, and then the incident in which, Trunks would drop the ball, drop the bomb. would happen. After, everyone, he gets nursed to health. So, yeah. Basically, Carnage would be interested, like, wait, was it 17? That 17 guy's supposed to be, like, good now? Like, what the frick? Why did he attack you if he's supposed to be good like all the rest of you guys? I don't understand. And so basically, people are going out, to inspect this BS. And Carnage is like, psst, hey, man, why don't we, like, follow them in secret? And, Pan is like, follow Grandpa Goku in secret? Okay. And Carter's just like, wow, that was awesome. And then Pan is like, awesome how I agree with you so easily. You didn't let me finish, Carnage boy. Carter's just like, what the did you just call me? And Pan's like, you still aren't letting me finish. Only if we're able to suit up. And Carnage is like, what do you think we were going to do? It's too obvious if, you just go yourself as your normal self. Well, there's not really much normal about you anymore now that I'm around, but hey, can't really fault the guy for trying. So, like you said, suit up in 3. And Pam would be like 2. And Carnage would be like 1. And they'd both be like, suit up! And, basically, as, I guess, red suit the Pan, because Carnage is more red than black. So it'd be like red suit Pan. They'd basically just go out as that. They would just be using some of Carnage's many abilities to stay off the radar. Technically, as long as Pan is suited up, Carnage doesn't have ki. And so he could basically mask it to where he was pretty much not even unseeable, but unsensible. So they wouldn't be able to pick up on Pan following them. Like, literally, Pan would be basically non-existent in Goku's eyes. Not because of, like, any neglectfulness, but because literally Carnage can make it to where, because he doesn't really have ki, he can basically mold that to Pan and make it look like she doesn't have any ki. Since they can already do the camouflage thing, because Carnage, has the camouflage, not only is invisible, but, freaking doesn't have any ki, so unsensible. Like, what if they make noise? Carnage basically already knew about that, and so just decided to just stick to the surface, which makes less noise, and also stay quite far away, but quite close at the same time. Probably just consider it some, like, ground falling off from, like, weak ground, like some pebbles. And so not really think much about it. So pretty much everything's going as crystal clear as planned as possible for Red Suit Pan. And that basically would just mean that whenever the carnage that unfolds with Super Android 17, and whenever Goku goes, Super Saiyan 4 again. However, the whole thing with realizing that Android 17 is just gonna stand there because his hands are like the Android 19 and Android 20 hands that could like absorb energy. So yeah, he's basically just gonna stand there and let it happen. And so Goku basically, does his thing. And whenever he's reduced down to a child, by his own choice now, not by the choice of some three little weird freaking dot. So yeah, damn it, my OCD. Oh, good God, I freaking hate my OCD. Anyways, more or less, I hate it because it gets in the way of recording. Anyways, basically, at the point where, Goku's firing all the blasts, and, it's about to happen, the big thing, where he goes, like, Dragon Fist, and then pops out the other end, and, like, goes, like, Kamehameha him, right? That's about to happen. In this version, Android 17 isn't an idiot, and actually does see through this, and is able to catch on to it. That's whenever Red Suit Pan, goes into action. Lunging out tendrils in all different directions, stopping and Super Android 17. Yeah, that fast. They're that fast. Been training with all these abilities. Like Pan thinks, no better pastime than to do something that's I don't usually do. So she thought that a good pastime would be training with these abilities. Some more to like iron out all the kinks. The chips in the armor. So, yeah, basically she has full control over the tendrils. And the reason why I don't call them tentacles, I call them tendrils, is because, well, for one, not any beeswax, but two, since I want to be a nice guy, it makes me think of hentai. But, I guess that's only because I gave little girl the power of Carnage. Maybe if once I get to the part where I don't give the little girl the power of Carnage, I won't be thinking of hentai every time I say tentacles. Or even think about tentacles. That's why I'm calling them tendrils. Because tendrils to me sounds less like something hentai related. So yeah, now that we have that tangent, basically Goku's able to do his whole thing, like the Super Dragon, I guess you could call it the Super Dragon Fist. Because, like, he pairs it up with a Kamehameha, so I guess you could call it a Super Dragon Fist. BAM! And so, and, just gets rid of Super Android 17 completely. And if you're wondering why I didn't mention Dr. Miyu once, it's because Red Suit Pan took care of that for me. Before, like, either 17s could even do anything to Dr. Miyu or Dr. Gero. Dr. Mew, his usual D-bag self, betrayed Dr. Dro. And so, basically, automatically after that, it was kind of their signal that this guy was kind of dangerous. So, Red Suit Pan actually took action and decided to do the whole thing like it'd be like a turd in the wind, like in the Venom movie. But instead of just saying it, they did it. Yes, Dr. Mew was but a turd in the wind after that. Oh my god, every time I think about that, I smile. It's a control. Basically, the only reason why they did it as well, instead of just saying it, like Venom, is because Dr. Mew still wouldn't shut his ass up. Like, I'm not intimidated by you. Oh, you're doing it now. Oh, shit, I am intimidated. So, yeah, that's basically Super Android 17 are done with, because Super Android 17's defeated, Dr. Mew got turned into a turd in the wind, and, Dr. Dro still got double-crossed, which, damn it! I thought they could work together. Asshole. Whenever I say asshole, I'm talking about Dr. Mew. Sure, Dr. Dro was evil, but what do you expect? He was with the Red Ribbon Army. Whose person running it only wanted the Dragon Balls to make himself taller. Jesus Christ, you really gonna think I'm gonna harp on Dr. Dro all that much? I mean, not only did he end up dying anyways, but he died twice. Once by the hand of his own creation, like the Android 17 that he made, and the second time by freaking Dr. Mew's Android 17, I believe. And that's just sad. I mean, what the guy do to you, Dr. Mew? He was willing to work together. Like, what the frick? So, yeah, basically, Pan would have, like, the Carnage symbiote sink back into her. And, but basically reveal her identity to only her grandpa Goku. And be like, just call it Red Suit Pan. Carnage seems to like the idea of the name, too. And basically Goku's like, that was really dangerous, Pan. And Pan is like, says the kid who's shorter than me, yet is somehow my grandpa. Ugh. Come on, Carnage, let's go. Anyways, thanks for saving the world again. Just letting you realize, seeing how that guy realized what you were trying to do, it's only by our help that you were able to save said world. And then Goku would be like, he would remember tendrils. Yeah, right. Oh. Thanks, Carnage. And Carnage is like, no need of thanking me. She's the one who came up with the idea. My little princess of Carnage. And Pan is just keeps on wondering, why does he keep on calling her that? It's not really important right now, so why fixate over it? I mean, it's not like anything else that was important at the moment, and she had to fixate over, because it was actually important at the moment. Like, training. She's actually been able to do a lot, like, harder training, and not even feel it, because, freaking Carnage. basically, Carnage would be like, "Is this what it feels like to know happiness without having to spread carnage?" And Penna's like, "You keep on talking about it like you've done it before." And Carnage like eventually has to confess to all of the crimes against humanity he's pulled in the past. He feels like she's earned the whole thing about hearing about everything that he's done. She's earned it. And basically, Penn is like, well, even though I know all those things are very bad, considering all the good we've done today and all the good we did whenever helping with, you know, Baby Jeet's defeat, especially in that stupid, ugly Great Ape form, he managed to pull off. Considering all the good we've managed to do, I think that kind of outweighs the bad whenever you consider the scale of the good and considering the scale of the bad. I mean, come on, we basically, freed everyone from Baby's control who wasn't, eaten by him. Cough, cough, Majub. So, yeah. Basically freed everyone there, and we stopped a major catastrophe by getting rid of Android 17 quick, fast, and in a hurry at Super 17. Especially what he was doing to, 18. Krillin. I mean, that's terrible. But we did so much good by fixing all those rights and wrongs. Of course, Grandpa Goku was the main one to finish off the job, but just in the mere fact that we assisted him at all, that really should account for all of the bad that you've done, right? And Carnage is like, I didn't go into very deep detail on that bad. I only went on to the basic details. If you knew the true scale of every single bad that I had done, you wouldn't be saying that. And Pan is like, try me. And Carnage goes even to deeper explanation on all of the bads he's ever done. And Pan is like, oh, come on, I've heard a lot worse, stories that Grandpa Goku have told me. Especially that one guy, named Cell. And there was that Frieza guy. And Pan is just talking up a storm about Cell and Frieza and all the shit they did. Apparently, if her Grandpa Goku is to be believed, then yeah, they're really freaking bad. And Carnage is just like, well, I guess you're right. Combine those two together, and I really don't look like all that much. But they're long gone now. I'm still here. Pan is like, man, you worry too much. Remember, you have me with you. And I'm a certified shoo-in to be the next generation of Z Fighter. So, you don't gotta worry. And, the music will just chime up like, like, just like the freaking epic Don Don. Like an orchestral version where none of the singing, just the harmonial orchestra, And, finally, whenever, like, Don was done being awesome, Carnage wouldn't he finally accept the fact that maybe he's not as bad as he used to be. Maybe this girl is actually, changing him for the better. Who knows? We'll just have to find out in the next edition, in the next part of What If Pan Had the Carnage Symbiote? Arrivederci.